I'm Steve Howard, and this is Citrus County in Focus. Rebirth and renewal are at the heart of the spring season. They're also at the heart of what's going on at one of Citrus County's beloved historic landmarks, the old Hernando School.
We're at the old Schoolhouse Community Center. This school has been, I believe, at the heart of Hernando, the heart of Citrus County. It's a county-owned building. We were able to secure it and renovate the building, bring life back here. This is a project that was started by Club Recovery. Club Recovery is a nonprofit. We help support people in recovery, those wanting to get over addiction and alcohol.
This building's amazing. Obviously, it would take a lot of county funding in order to bring this building back to where it should be at. So when some of that discussion happened, eventually came to the Board of County Commissioners to get their input and feedback, and again, it was unanimous with the board. They seen this as an opportunity. So
this is the common area, the walkway when you enter into the building. We have a coffee bar over here. There was a lot that needed to be done here. These floors, they're beautiful. They were they're original 1942 floors. They're hard yellow pine. They were covered in carpet, and the carpet was old and stinky and smelly. So we pulled up all the carpet, scraped the glue. We had some really dedicated individuals to get that glue up, and it was hard work.
I walked through here several months ago. It looks a lot different today, and I compliment and all the folks that helped and assisted to actually get this building to where it is today.
Normal day is meetings regularly. We have up to 40 meetings here at the facility. We have music that's played. Individuals see that there's activity here, which hasn't been that for quite some time. And not only do we serve people with addiction and such, but this is a community center. Anybody's welcome here, and it's a beautiful place.
Community and recovery centers help shape our communities for the better. We're also looking for a way to shape our communities for the better by managing growth with a proactive rather than a reactive approach.
The conventional way that planners and administrators look at data and their needs in the past is they look at the census, because largely that's really all we had to use. With the emergence of GIS, we now have the ability to get really down into the dirt and nitty-gritty and model populations on a parcel basis instead of in aggregate.
What this does is it actually gives us a series of facts, and it tells us exactly how fast we're growing, how fast we're going to grow in the future.
By 2030, you'll have 182,000 people. We do believe that number is factually correct based on what we're seeing, not only how many building permits are being pulled, but where they're being pulled and where we're seeing the emergence of new projects. We also find that while you have 56,000 existing platted lots and people are building on those every single day, you also have some emerging master plan communities that are coming online, and those tend to absorb even faster, adding to the population. We think that's what you're likely to see between now and 2030.
It's really a tool in the toolbox to keep us ahead of the game. Instead of being reaction-based, we're proactive-based now, and we know what's coming in advance.
We are now poised to begin working with the other departments and talking about the facilities that they need based on their individual levels of service.
For example, when do you need a new park? When do you need a new fire station? When do you need new infrastructure? You want to know that 3 to 5 years in advance so that you can start making those plans. If you have the right knowledge in the form of a plan, then you know how to maintain and even upgrade your level of service, so you're not spending money on things that you don't need, and that you have the timing right to know when you do need things. So it's very specialized for us.
This year, we're making a historic investment in road resurfacing, but our investments also extend to improving other infrastructure our communities rely on, like parks.
This means everything to us. We've been waiting a long time. Ready? We are feeling very blessed and happy.
Beautiful. I love the colors. I just played my first game on it. It was great. Absolutely love it.
That came out beautiful. Really, really nice. We love it. We are so thankful. Very thankful.
There's a lot of good energy. People are excited, and of course you can see that with the turnout that these courts are going to be used by the community.
Hurry up!
We've got some happy pickleball players.
Oh, it's so wonderful to see community coming out. I mean, we're a pickleball community, so like we live in Pine Ridge, but there's people who live in Beverly Hills. There's people that normally play. The gentleman I just played with, they're from Terra Vista, and they normally play at LaGrone. So you can see that like parks are supposed to bring people together. It divides those lines that sometimes segregate us with what neighborhood we live in.
I used to play racquetball years ago. I saw a few people playing, and I used to like tennis. I said, I'm gonna try this game out. And once I fell in love with it. Made a lot of friends. I just love it. It's fun. Meet a lot of people.
10-7 on a 1.
It's always been very crowded, and they're very nice people. We just have a ball. Absolutely love it. Can't wait to start playing again at 7 a.m. tomorrow.
Three Sisters Springs in Crystal River is world-renowned. It's a place where you can clearly see nature and community thriving in Citrus County, especially when it comes to caring for our beloved manatees.
I'm Mallory McCormack. I'm on the rescue team at SeaWorld Orlando. So today we're returning a large male to Crystal River that was rescued early January up in the Panhandle area. His name is Big Ben. So he was stranded on the beach. He was just found tidally stranded and able to be picked up and transported on a box truck. He was pretty comatose, very lethargic, not a lot of mobility, heavy algae mat on top of him. So with us, he started to gain more energy, eat on his own, and then become the stable manatee that he is today for his return. I grew up in South Florida. Wildlife and like manatees, cetaceans and such was always such a big part of my life, so I wanted to be part of that conservation effort.
Hi, I'm Alex Vaughn. I'm a volunteer for U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service here at Crystal River National Wildlife Refuge. As we're out on the kayaks with the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service doing manatee watch, we're looking for injured or distressed manatees. If we do see one that's got a significant injury or maybe is not swimming properly or is orphaned, then we will start working with the local rangers here, and then we call Fish and Wildlife Service and the Florida Wildlife Commission. They arrange a group of volunteers to come out and do the rescue. They manage where that animal's going to go for rehabilitation, and then once that rehabilitation is successful and they're ready to do the release, they bring them back here. We get volunteers back here. We spend a lot of man energy to lift them up and slide them into the water. We're trying to do the releases back into a natural spring system. I think it's fascinating for the visitors to be able to see kind of what we do and what SeaWorld and Zoo Tampa and all of our partners do. It's fascinating to see an animal out of the water. When you see him in the water, you think, oh, he's just kind of cute. And then when you see him out of the water, you realize just how large they are and how strong they are, and also how calm they are. They're so calm and relaxed. They've got no natural predators, and so they are curious, they're friendly, and to be able to go into the water with a 1,000-pound-plus wild animal that is not concerned about you being there is a really special experience.
I'm Steve Howard. Thanks for watching. Join us each month for Citrus County in Focus.